Yo, what's good everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your guys' first time ever seeing me, you're just here simply for the lace up video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to, go ahead and slap a sub. If you guys don't want to, that's totally cool. If you're here just for that lace, I'll put the time here where you guys can just skip right to that where I start. But if you guys are a loyal member of my community, thank you guys so much for watching another video of mine. Basically today, I'm going to be lacing these up. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I lace them up. And I'm going to show you guys a couple other ways that you can lace them up as well. So, yeah. You guys can't really see this, but there is a little, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a table. Wow, that's so loud. There's a table right here. I did this so that I can kind of bring the camera here and just show you my hands. That way it looks better, I guess. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's do it. Alright, yo, so as you guys can see, I got this laced up the way that I wear these. Essentially, what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to lace them up the normal way that you would lace up any shoe. The loose way, which is basically, I'm not going to take all the lace out and show you guys because it's kind of just a waste of time. I'm assuming all of you understand that. Put it through all the loops, and then you're going to get this right here, okay? I think this is the easiest way to do the loose look, but it actually be tight to your foot as well. This is kind of annoying that this is like this. Let me see if I can... Alright, we'll try this again. So, yeah, you guys can see that this is just kind of sitting here like this, and with the off-whites, they have the shoelaces right out on the laces, and that's something that you guys probably want to be showing. I'm going to be showing you guys how I put the zip tie as well. But basically I just do this. I kind of get it to my liking. And then all I do is I just tuck it under the lace like this. And with the zip tie it does get a little bit more complicated. But it's just pretty simple with this. You just tuck it under just like that. And then when you put your foot in, it should push this lace up. And should keep them relatively tight. For those of you that you can just put this like this. You could, and then tuck the excess like that. I know some of you like having that lace look all the way up, so you would just pull it like this, and then you would tuck underneath. There'd be like the little bunny ears down there. So, oh, if you guys can even see that, there'd be like these right there. So that's another way you guys can do it, so that way you get more lace up here and less tongue. So then we're gonna move on to this. Basically the same exact thing with this. If you guys wanted to do it like this, might even make it a little bit easier because you have the zip tie. So what I do with the zip tie is I end up just tucking it down in here, because for me it is relatively loose because this lace is kind of just dangling there. So basically I usually pull it tight like this, and then I'll pull this out to my liking. Sorry the table moves so much, but I'll pull it out to my liking, which is right about here. And then you guys could either do it like this, or you could pull it like this and then just tuck the little excess in there. But what I like to do is I like to just take the lace like this, stick it underneath the tongue, and then I just kind of pull it as tight as I possibly can. That way this won't move as much. And then when you put your foot in there, you don't want to put your foot through the lace, but you do want to kind of have it resting against your foot. That way it'll keep the lace up like this and keep the lace relatively tight. I know the tongues on these are monstrous, and I have such skinny legs that I don't like the tongue sitting out like this because it just kind of makes the shoe look big on my foot. So I do like the tongue like this. So if you guys like the tongue like this, you are going to want to you probably are going to want to put this lace up front like this and then tuck it into the side after. But yeah, that's the first one. That's the way that I lace it up. But let's get on to the next one. Alright guys, so up next, basically I just did this, took the laces out. They're not in the top one anymore. What I like, well, I don't usually do it like this, but if you guys want to, it's pretty simple. Most of you guys probably know how to do this anyways. You just put the laces through, and the dead stock lace is just pretty simple. You just take it like this, and you're going to put your fingers like this. I might need a little bit more lace, sorry if it looks a little tight right now, but... And then you just kind of pull it through like this, and then pull the lace through, bada bing, bada boom, just like so. And then you got that dead stock, like factory lacing. Honestly, it doesn't look bad on the shoe at all. I just am a fan of the loose look. But yeah, that's how you do that factory lace. And I'll show you on the other pair. So once again, just kind of pull this a little bit tighter. Sorry that the table is moving again. It's just not really stable. I want to get an actual table to film on because I do want to keep doing videos like this. But yeah, so this right here is kind of what a lot of people have a lot of problems with. But if you do it a little tighter, you won't have as many problems. Like, see, if I do the factory lace here, sorry, my fingers don't work well. But so say I do the factory lace here, this is still pretty tight as well. I mean, this is a looser factory lace than on the other pair, but you can always pull it out like this, then it'll give it. And you could also even tuck the laces down underneath in the bottom here as well. Really whatever you guys want to do there. But this kind of just hangs. I know a lot of people don't like the zip tie, and a lot of people do like the zip tie. It's like a 50-50. I can show you guys, I'll show you guys like obviously this is both pairs here, and I like it with the zip tie personally. I don't like it off to the side dangling like that, so that's why I do tuck it into one of the laces like this. So yeah, I'll show you guys one more lace up and then we'll get to the outro. Alright guys, so next I'm going to be showing you guys the extremely loose look, which personally I don't like, but I know a lot of people do like this. So if you have like thicker legs than me and you can pull it off, kudos to you. But I do not. I have little chicken legs and I cannot pull this off. So first thing you're going to want to do, pull all this stuff out right here. If you guys want to, go through, straighten all these out to make it look the best. And what you're going to want to do, you're kind of just going to want to like go like this a little bit. Not too hard because, you know, it is an expensive and delicate shoe. But what you're going to want to do, put this guy in here like so. Pull it about there. Then do the same thing here, pull it about there. And you're just going to want to go through. You're kind of going to want to just puff all of this stuff out. And that's basically it, really. And then that'll give you the super loose look, and the tongue will be just sitting out like so. This is like obviously the easiest one I've shown you guys. You basically just lace it how I did the first one, except for you just kind of make it look as loose as possible. I know a lot of people wear their shoes like extremely loose. This freaking table is driving me nuts, but I know a lot of people like wear their shoes extremely loose to where their heels keeps popping out, and I don't personally like that. But yeah, so there's that. And then on this guy, I'll do this quick as well. Take this out. So now this one's going to be a little bit more complicated only because of the zip tie. So what I would personally suggest, that if you're going to do this very loose look, you're definitely either not going to want to rock the zip tie, or you're going to want to just, it's kind of hard. Let me just try to figure a way out here. You could always just do it how I do it and tuck it in the lace, but those of you that don't want to do that, it's kind of going to be dangling. It might get under your feet, might get ruined. If it's already clipped like this, then you can't really do anything. Just take it out of the lace. There's no way you could possibly like put it in one of these, which I don't know why you'd want to do anyways, but I mean, that way it'd be sturdy, but you don't really want to do that. So if you're going to do this super loose look, I highly suggest that you just tuck it in to the lace like so, kind of how I do. So yeah, this is how this one looks. Personally, I don't like this one. If you guys like this one and you can rock it, kudos to you, but I personally cannot. So yeah, I have worn these a couple of times. I did buy them used. They were worn once or twice probably. But yeah, so those are the 3 ways that you guys can lace these up. There is other ways out there. If there's any other shoes that you guys want me to try and lace up for you guys, I have Jordan Retro 12s, 1s, I have 4s, I have Yeezy 350s, I have Jordan 11s, I have Human Races, I have Timberlands, I have Blazers, I have Jordan 1 Lows, I have Vans, I have Van Highs, I have Air Vapor Max, I have Uggs, I have Retro 13s, I have Retro 8s, so just let me know in the comments what you guys would want to see. But yeah, so basically a little sneak peek here. This is just how I lace up my Yeezys, so if you guys are wondering like how you would do this, I'm sure most of you know. If you have Yeezys, I'm sure most of you guys know how to lace them up like this. But yeah, I wouldn't mind making a video on that. I did do that a while back. The Retro 12 though which is a very hard shoe to lace up because of this tongue. If you guys have a pair of these, you'll know the tongue here kind of bunches up and it can be very, very annoying. I'm trying to figure out a way that I could kind of get that tongue to sit up more, but it's almost impossible. If one of you guys know, or you've seen a video where you can help me like get this to stay up more, please let me know, because that's part of the reason I don't wear these, because I don't want to ruin them. Because you guys can see I've probably worn these like 3 times maybe, and this is just so creased just because the way it is. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Let's get to the outro. Thank you guys for sticking around. Alright, yo, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, comment what shoe I should do next. Anything in my collection, I will do that for you guys. If you don't like this kind of content and you guys watch all my videos, then let me know in the comments that you don't like it. And if there's enough people saying that, then I can just stay away from this and do it every once in a while to maybe try to get new subscribers into my channel. But yeah, if you guys are new and you watched this all the way through the end, thank you so much. Consider joining the family. Right now I think I'm about 1.79 or something like that, about to hit 1.8. So yeah, road to 10K. Hopefully I can get there by the end of 2021. I just got recently monetized, so things are looking up. So Thread Beast box coming soon, Sneaker Flea mystery box coming soon. Also, I'm considering ordering a beater box, but we'll see where that gets me. Yeah, so if you guys...
That's suspicious. That's weird.
If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment what shoe I should do next. As always, stay hype. Peace.